Hey folks, welcome back to Chaotic TV. We are casting the third game of Match 5 of Group C of the IronSquid Chapter 2 group play stage. And in the bottom left, on Grand Lagoon, a very rarely seen map, we have the Yellow Terran playing for Team Prime. He is the MarineKing, as demonstrated in the last game.
Alright, spotting across from him, we have the Teal Protoss from SK Telecom T1. This is Brown.
Alright, Grand Lagoon. Always love new maps. You were mentioning Kespa maps in the last game. I have not actually watched so much Pro League. I've been trying to work so much, but I have seen a couple of the maps, and I really hope that some of them branch out into the GSL so I can watch them more often.
Yeah, they're big maps. They're very diverse. They have a lot of things going on. Like I said, a lot of high ground places. I saw one game where one siege tank on a high ground just completely won the game for the Terran player. There's a lot of things like that going on, and it brings a whole new aspect to these games that we're not used to seeing.
Oh man, I might have to actually go back and watch some of that. I don't, I've been casting for over 5 hours now, and I don't know if it's the caffeine or the aspartame and the 2 liter of Coke I've downed, or if it's simply StarCraft. But I feel alive, alert, and I'm happy as can be because this stuff is an awesome game.
We're gonna go with StarCraft, and here we see Brown's probe coming in and seeing the command center first from MKP. He's not shy about moving on and expanding in this map.
Oh no, it seems like a pretty long rush distance on Grand Lagoon, and MKP just switching up the style from game to game. I think it's a good idea. Honestly, keep your opponent guessing. Don't expect him. Don't keep the same expectations, of course.
Well, you can't expect anything from MKP. We've seen him lift off his starting base and go to a gold expansion back in Metalopolis.
Oh,
I mean, he's done everything. So, like I said, the scouting probe was a good idea, and just to get an idea of what's going on. And behind that, seeing the command center first, he's going to expand quick and take a Nexus right after his first gate.
Absolutely. MKP being a pretty emotional player, I think that kind of adds to his. I forget I'm blanking on the word right now, but.
Let's go with Allure. He has a lot of fans.
Oh, he's got a huge number of fans. He's a little cute little like red panda bear. He's just
Panda.
He's a red panda. He's that little cute one that climbs trees. Especially with the hair color he chooses most often. But I first saw him in the Winter Arena of 2012. Not to say first saw him. I was watching since August, but I didn't actually. It's like watching basketball for a month. You don't know who all the players are until you've watched the game like 30 times.
No, I first saw him when he had the ID Boxer.
Oh,
back
yeah.
before Slayer's Boxers
And
played StarCraft 2.
Then he became Foxer.
Yes. Well,
Fake Boxer.
This is the natural progression of things. And we see the Zealot chasing the SCV around, and turns out SCVs are faster than Zealots, so he's going to get out safely.
Oh, yeah. And MarineKingPRIME's name actually inspired Beyond to become Ghost King for a little while, and now he's back to Beyond Prime. So we have Mario Prime and Beyond and MKP as the main Terrans for Team Prime.
Yeah, Beyond is actually the player I referenced earlier, talking about TVT Ghost play early on, like Dakota Banshees.
Yeah.
But that was a long time ago. Back in the season, was it season 3 of GSL, something like that.
So we're pretty much in a slow game right now. We see a refinery coming down, a third one I should say.
StarCraft refinery.
We see a third. StarCraft is now synonymous with third refinery coming down from MKP, and we actually don't see more than 2 gases out of Brown. So he's probably going to be doing more gateway than robotics pushing for a little bit to maybe expand into a third base. Well,
he's going up to 5 gates right now, and some more. But what is it, 7? I can't count.
I did not know that there were 2 entrances to this natural base. You can kill the rocks and go down to the long stretch to the third. So
Yeah, we discussed this on the first time we cast on this map.
Oh, I remember the placements, but I never saw the rocks.
Yeah, that's why you compared it to Howling Peaks from the Heart of the Swarm beta.
Oh yeah.
Something completely different. But
yeah. But oh my gosh, he's already got a forward pylon here, and we got some pressure coming in from Brown with a huge number of sentries. Wow, that's a whole lot of sentries.
He can definitely still expand here. He hasn't committed to anything yet.
He's getting a whole number of sentries out first, just so they can gain as much energy as possible while he warps in all these energy-less units like Zealots and Stalkers. And he's going to do another warp in at least before he moves in.
MarineKing, he's got a bunker up. He's got a fair amount of units on the high ground here. He should be able to hold off this pressure coming in. But that being said, we've seen mistakes made in Micro before, so let's see what happens when he comes up here and drops force fields.
Brown is so unlucky. Stim is just about to finish,
and
MarineKingPRIME just stims right into all of this.
I like how MarineKing abandoned the bunker before it even got attacked. He just unloaded the units and started shooting with them.
A terrific sentry force field placement, just so that Brown can get out and safely away.
That's a really good disengage. MarineKing can't even chase him at this point. He could come down and clear out this pylon, and he probably will since the factory sees it. But he's not scared anymore. He knows he completely thwarted that attack, and he's going to be in a good place with that early expansion. Just going to get his upgrades going, get his macro going, and I wouldn't be surprised to see a third command center drop fairly soon.
Yep, we have both Marine and Marauder remaining upgrades coming down, as well as armor level 1 and weapons level 1.
Yeah,
it's already finished, so robots coming out of Brown.
Yeah, a robo, a forge, and a council. So he's going to try to move towards the mid game here, and hopefully.
MKP posturing at the front of Brown's base again with the force fields, but looks like he wanted to return some pressure.
Yeah, it turns out without a Thor, you can't do anything against force fields as a Terran. That's one place where I think Terran need a little help in the game. Is they need another massive unit. But
you got a point there. Colossi and Archons, and you have Ultralisks for Zerg. Did Zergs have 2 massive units, or just the Ultralisk?
Just Ultralisk.
Okay.
But they never need it, because they have so many units it doesn't matter.
And they get even more in Heart of the Storm. This factory's going to die.
Well,
bye-bye high ground vision.
It did its job.
Oh wait, he's got medevacs. I'm retarded.
It did its job. We let MarineKing build the starport and make some medevacs. And
MarineKing is supply blocked right now, and he only has 1 supply depot coming in, but he does have a command center about to finish at his 3rd base. And the forward pylon for Brown is blocking, would be hazardous for a 3rd base at the bottom right position.
This can become hazardous in the later game, losing that factory, because he'll have to rebuild the factory in order to make more starports if he will switch to Vikings to take on, say, a double robo type build. But for right now, his 1 starport will be sufficient. Once he gets a few medevacs out, he can switch to Vikings once he sees the Colossus.
Oh, big Doom drop coming into the main base. He's leaving 2... Oh, he stemmed 2 Marauders. Oh, big pickoff of a full medevac and a big drop in the main. Too bad Terrans don't have any force fields to wall off like the Protoss do, but big killing going on by MKP. Brown is just losing a lot of supply here. MKP up by 15 right now, and a number of Stalkers and Zealots are gone.
Yeah, we see him focusing down all of the gateway units besides sentries, because the other units are all their DPS, and he knows that his position has really negated the sentry's force fields. And so that's really smart targeting for him to take out the Immortal and the Zealots and Stalkers.
Yeah, and he's tried to stem forward to catch that Colossus, but
if he can get this Colossus, he'll probably win the game. But so far, holding the Colossus off, I'm not entirely sure about these mules. But
yeah, Manor mules have already died, so they weren't exactly useful. And the Colossus will die by that very last Marauder shot, and these medevacs have to do all they can to get out of here. But there's no blink.
Yeah, I think MarineKing a little bit overestimated the strength of his army versus what he was facing. But that was a really good trade for him, taking out the Colossus, taking out the majority of the sentries. All the high value units from the Protest army have been destroyed. Right now, he's left with mostly zealots in his army.
Yeah, there's about a 2K difference in the resources lost tab, and Brown, you shouldn't step out yet, man. You don't have any army to back this up. You're right now down by 30 supply comparatively to MKP, who's on 3 bases. So I think MKP is definitely in the lead after that attack. He did a very good
Oh, and here we go.
job.
When behind, Dark Shrine.
Oh, that's a good choice for Brown. But there's already turrets going up in all the bases of MKP.
There is. It's weird. It's like he knows that rule too.
And we see 2 zealots walking into the 3rd base, just seeing that there is indeed a 3rd base.
No, the natural doesn't have any turrets yet.
Oh, no? Oh, no, it doesn't.
Just the main and the 3rd. So he can put Dark Templar into that natural mineral line and kill some probes, but... Or those are SCVs, I suppose.
A lot of Stalker's going to get caught out here in the middle of the map. And, ooh, blink back. Good one. Dark Shrine finishes, and Zealot Legs is about to finish as well as level 1. But 3-3 is already finishing for MKP, or started for MKP, and I think the upgrades are just severely in his favor right now.
Yeah, Brown has +1 attack finishing, in a little bit here. Against 2-2 infantry, that's I mean,
big drop coming in from MKP again. He's favoring the style. I guess he just wants to run it home anyway. I thought he was going to actually get drop in there.
Yeah, he wants to make sure he doesn't get force fielded out, which he doesn't know yet, but he can't because there's no sentries. But
is there
that's the only thing that would stop him. Any DTs? Let's see. Yeah, there's one. Don't know what it's doing, but it's a DT.
I don't see it on the units tab.
Fuck, it's cloaked. Anyhow, it was there. I saw it on the units tab for a little bit.
Huh, interesting. Maybe it walked in somewhere with a turret or a scan.
Yeah. Yeah, MarineKing, he's just finishing out all his upgrades. His 3-3 is still on the way. Just continuing to pump out Marauders, Marines, and Vikings, and another expansion coming up for him. He is just in a really strong spot in this game.
Yeah, he's about the max, and he's pushing forward at 180, which is a very good bio push, because you can always reinforce, and it just keeps him off balance if you're not fully maxed.
Yeah. Not to mention your 50 supply ahead, 180 is a good time.
Yeah, he's dancing back and forth right now. Brown doing all he can to catch up, but he does not have the mineral income because his main is almost mined out, and he's heavily oversaturated because of that. He also is down 11 harvesters to MKP's 64, so Brown is at 53, and we're seeing some Archons, another Forge come out, and the Nexus is about to finish, but 3-3 is also about to finish for MKP. She's just going to crush Brown, unfortunately.
Yeah, it would be a mistake if he waits any longer to attack here. He's maxed, his 3-3 is finishing in the next couple of seconds, and yeah, I mean, he probably has a good idea that he's ridiculously heavy supply here too.
Yeah, I think he's just waiting for 3-3 to finish, and then he'll actually just push forward. He's doing it right now. Nope, guess not. Now he's doing it. Big stem right as 3-3 finishes. That is some excellent timing. And all of these Colossi die to the Vikings, to the single target fire, down by 70.
Just
supply.
Way too much army supply for MarineKing, and he's going to take this game easily from here.
Yeah, the upgrades were just so powerful.
Dropping the mules to say, get out of my game, and here it is. GG, Brown loses the game.
All right. Folks, that was MKP winning 2-1 over former Slayers, now SK Telecom T1 Brown. And from Chaotic TV, I am KO.
And this is Eclipse. Thanks for hanging out, guys.
And we will see you next time. Cheers.